Hey, what's up everybody? It's Kellen here from Start Your Systems and welcome back to MXGP 2021, where today we're going to be talking about the newest update to the game that just dropped on the last day of January, or I think maybe January 30th, actually, now that I think about it. But it added this track, Lacapelle Marival. It added the ability to play as Alessandro Lupino, the hill map to track editor. You could filter tracks by name in game modes now. AFK players online will be ghosted if they do not race for a certain number of seconds. Time to load bike settings was too short, so they added more time for your bike settings phase during online races and fixed a couple of other bugs and some minor fixes as well. So it's actually kind of a big update. Pretty cool that they included this track and cool that they included Lupino here with his MRT Racing KTM. I'm just going to go to the track and do a couple laps on this track, and then I'm going to show you guys the hill map that we can now play as well. But, of course, Lacapelle Marival was part of the 2021 championship schedule. I don't actually remember if it was on the original schedule or not. It's been a while now since I was, digging back through the history of all the changes that happened to the 2021 schedule with the COVID restrictions and stuff like that. I do know that there was going to be a French GP, but I don't remember. I thought it was supposed to be at Ernay. Maybe it was always going to be Lacapelle. Either way, now we have this track in game. Pretty fun track. I do remember this track a lot from my days racing in MX Simulator. Played this track quite a bit because it ended up being in the French MX Simulator championships for a lot of the years. So I feel like I got some pretty good playing time on it, where I kind of already knew what to expect out of the track before I even played it in a video game like this. So I was kind of cool, being able to dive back into my brain a little bit with the history of it and remember what this track played like and see how it plays like now. It's a little bit different than some of the versions that I played on in Sim. Just in terms of the layout and everything like that, but for the most part, a lot of the stuff is still the same. This whole kind of middle section right through here is the same. It always had this cool little step up, and in Sim you could ride up onto that wall right there, but in this game they don't let you do that, and then you go off the track if you go up on the wall and they'll reset you. But this really kind of tight twisty section through here was always there. It's a really honestly kind of slow speed track when you really think about it. There's a couple sections where you get into fourth gear and carry a lot of speed, but other than that it's very just kind of twisty back and forth. A lot of just trying to kind of carry momentum through some weird apexes. There's not just straight up 90s and 180s. There's a lot of chicanes and kind of switchbacks and other things like that, so trying to do my best here to kind of show that off. But this is probably the fastest part of the track right here. You come through the first turn complex right here, and then you just carry speed all the way down this straightaway to kind of the other end of the track. Oh, I'm going to jump off the track out here. And then swing through this sweeper. And then this jump, I believe you can actually triple all the way over, and I'll try to get it at least once during this video. And then, yeah. Lacapelle Marival. Cool track. IRL, too. I feel like that this is one of those tracks that should every once in a while make it onto the GP calendar. It is probably a little bit too tight for it. But I actually kind of like that. I like that it's almost got an old GP track feel to it in that regard, where there's actually narrow bits of the racetrack and the fans feel like they're really close to the track in some of these areas as well. But then it's some more open areas, some big jumps and stuff to hit like that. So yeah, it's a cool track. I don't actually know if this track has now been added to career mode. I don't know if you can play it in career mode or anything like that. I would assume not. They usually don't do that with updated tracks, but maybe it is. So if anybody's watching this video and are regularly playing those career modes in this game, maybe you've come across this track already, you let me know. It'd be kind of cool if you did. Oh, try to get to this inside. The one thing I will say about this track that I'm a little bit bummed with is, and they've done this with a lot of the tracks, they made the inside berms that you can hit on these tracks way too good, and the outsides don't even exist. They needed to put some sort of rut or shape or something to hit on the outside lines, but they really left nothing out there. So really you can just carry a lot of speed by tucking inside in every corner, and yeah, just a little bit too OP. But yeah, overall cool track. To my left there is a little football field. It's called football in Europe, even though it's called soccer in the US. And, well, it's called football everywhere except being in the U.S., so us Americans are just weird like that. Get that triple over the hill. I just can't quite get it. We'll try one more lap after this, and then we'll go show off the hill map and track editor. But, yeah, the game should have just updated in the last day or two for you guys. I know sometimes it does take a little bit to get updates on console, just because Xbox Marketplace or PlayStation Store updates kind of in weeks instead of days. Whereas Steam, we got it right away. So yeah, cool track. Like I said, fun that they kind of added this. I feel like we knew that they were going to add this. I'm sure at some point we're going to get a couple other added tracks before the next game comes out at the end of this year. Kind of gearing up already for Supercross 5 to be launched here pretty soon. So trying to get some MXGP stuff out while it's still kind of relevant. We're about to have the championship start soon. And for those of you that don't already know this, Jeffrey Hurlings was hurt yesterday. And I just saw the crash today. Pretty gnarly crash. It sounds like he's going to be out for a little bit. Foot injury. Don't know the full details of it just yet, but was actually doing like a photo shoot in Spain at Red Sand MX Park and just scrubbed and I guess got it wrong, came up short, whatever it was, and yeah, went down hard. So we're going to not have Roman Fevre or Jeffrey Hurlings at the first GP of the year after their titanic title fight went down to the very end last year. Tim Geiser will be ready to go, and I think he just won in Italy this past weekend, did he not? So expect him to be right, at the front again. And yeah, all right, let's try to get this triple. I think there's actually a little lip if I can hit it on the right side. No, I didn't hit it this time. Oh well. So yeah, Lacapelle Marival, new track in MXGP 2021. Like I said, try it out for yourself. I'm going to finish off this lap and see if we can at least get back close to my ghost for the end of it. We'll go first person, get a little first person action in here. Been trying to keep more up to dates with like cool first person views or other little clips like this on our social feeds. So if you guys want to follow us, get involved a little bit with the community, you can also check out our Discord. If you go to startyoursystems.com, there's a link to our Discord, and you can always join the Discord over there. And I'm usually hanging out in there throughout the day, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. But our Instagram and our TikTok are both just at startyoursystems, and then our Twitter is at SYSOnYT. So you guys can follow us there. We post a lot of cool daily updates in case you're missing anything and want to get some more updates than just checking us out on the tubes. So let's finish off this lap, and then we'll go check out the hill area for track editor. They also added desert, but that was a couple weeks ago or a month or two now, actually, I think. What the heck was that? How did I just ride out of that? Very interesting. All right, so that's 4 laps on Lacapelle. I feel like that's pretty good. Go back to main menu here and check out the hill map. I'll show you the desert map as well. So burn through all that stuff real quick. And then we go to track editor, create track. And like I said, they added desert. So I feel like I'm going to build some tracks on this and play some tracks on this. I still got to do that custom track showcase stuff that I was doing. We'll go check out the hill map just because I want to show you guys the actual environment. I'm just going to lay down a start real quick. It's New Zealand, a hill in New Zealand. So maybe I could try to build Ben Townley's track. Oh, I love Ben Townley. So just build a start up here and try the track so you guys can see. But it's kind of just like one big hill down to the other end of the map. In fact, I think whatever that is on the other side of the map that you can kind of see is already the edge of the map. There's a couple of trails that go through right here. So this is just to basically show you the landscape that you can build on. And then, of course, when you actually want to build the track, there's a lot of stuff you can do. So these trails go down to this tent over here, which we cannot get to. That's the edge of the map. I was wondering if maybe I could just show the map, but I can't. How far up do we go over here before we hit the edge? Oh, wow. This entire hill, actually. So this must be the hill that they're talking about. This is the hill of hill on the playground. Oh my gosh, these rocks are giant. So if I go back to track editor, I want to see. Okay, yeah, so those rocks that I'm in, like let's put a turn real quick. Don't love how non-intuitive this track designer is. So put a turn in. And then we'll just put a weird succession of jumps. And try it. See what it looks like. Because this should probably go like way down the hill and then way back up the hill, unless it's just all the way up a ridgeline. Yeah, it's going to go down the hill and back up. So this would be kind of cool to show off. So you got a double, big, triple. Yo, that actually kind of slaps. Although, didn't quite get the drive to clear that. Only double this, and then another triple at the top of the hill. It's actually kind of sick. I'm going to go back and hit that again. Maybe I'll turn that into a track eventually. But look at all that elevation change right there as it comes through the valley. That's really cool. I think this will be a fun map to see what you guys can come up with on this, because I know that there's a lot of cool tracks on the Orchard, but I try to get out there and see what other things people are making on these other environments. So we'll come through this corner. Let's double in on the right side. Double there. A little short on that double. See if we can still bust this triple. I'm short. I want to go back. I want to try to get that triple clean and see if I can then triple back up the hill. Just a succession of triples. Go down the left side this time. And double in. Big jump down the hill. I'm short again. Not carrying enough speed to get that triple either. I'll make it. One more attempt, and then we're calling it a video. But yeah, just kind of wanted to make a little bit of a video showing off some of the things in the update. The Lacapelle track, Lupino in the game, etc. They're still making some changes to this game, adding some stuff, so, you know, catch the fever. So double in here. There we go. That's going to be clean. Still kind of short on the triple, though. Can we still triple up the hill? No. I'll play with that a little bit, though. But yeah. So those are the two updates here to MXGP 2021 to talk about. Show off the Lupino setup real quick here to end the video. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. And like I said, try it out for yourself to take a little bit of a look at it. Thought I was going to be able to like look around at Lupino setup, but there it is. And yeah, new update to MXGP 2021. So try out the Lacapelle track. Tell me what you guys think, whether you guys like it or not. And hopefully you guys enjoyed checking this out here today on Start Your System. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So long for now.